Greetings America, we are Anonymous. We are here today to bring you a most dire message. If you are not paying attention to the things going on in the streets of the country, then you are not paying attention to the most crucial aspects of your children's future. And that is, whether or not your child is going to have a future. Although the news has been doing their best to downplay the violent riots going on in the streets of the communities, and that are hurting innocent people. Videos of people being beaten in the streets, businesses being torn down, and people being blocked in the streets by Antifa only for it to turn into a violent confrontation are emerging on a constant and ever-growing basis.
This might be a mass arrest right now. Get your press passes. They're charging the police line.
Like fascists, they're not going to have anything done to them, are they?
Nazi, come get the off our street. Get the fuck off our
Are
street.
these people going to do anything?
Get the fuck off our street.
Hey, we don't have freedom of speech.
Need to go, boy.
Hey, say we should.
Be nice.
Come here, Nazi.
Get the fuck off our street. Get the fuck off our street. Piece of shit. Fuck you.
Sir, please. I'm just here to protest.
Fuck off our street.
Please.
Stand down. Get out. Get back. Get back.
Protesters, no, I'm not a neo-Nazi.
You like black people?
Well, why do you
Yeah,
hate
sure.
Why do
You
so
marry
many
a black
neo-Nazis love
woman?
you if you're not a neo-Nazi?
Neo-Nazis don't love me, they kind of hate me,
Following
actually.
the KKK, neo-Nazi.
Those people don't like me,
Are
to
you
be
like
honest.
the hipster version of the neo-Nazi
What?
movement?
It's, Pepe's become kind of a symbol.
Comment on these pictures because they are fairly dramatic. Look of these protesters.
They're fairly dramatic.
I haven't seen this before at inauguration.
I haven't.
And it looks organised and it looks deliberately violent.
Absolutely. It looks like they know exactly what they're
And we're
doing.
look at that. People smashing windows of a McDonald's downtown. This is very unusual.
And of course, Kat, we can hear this from where we are. There are some protesters that are about a block or so away from us. We can hear some of the yelling that's going on. It's unprecedented. This is exactly what none of us wanted to see here today, of people taking this violent approach as the new president of the United States is about to come up Pennsylvania Avenue.
There is a lot of security, of course, in town. We've been hearing this. Looks like now the police are responding as well.
Yes.
Using water to try and disperse the protesters, getting them out of the area. I think this is very close to where we are sitting at the moment.
Well, I know where that McDonald's is very well. It's only a couple of blocks away from here. This is downtown Washington, D.C.
On February 4, 2017 at 7 a.m. the SPLC published an article entitled "Neo-Nazis Face a New Foe Online and IRL, the Far-Left Antifa," in which they claim that Anonymous seemed to be in support of this group. To quote the article, "But it's not all yelling anarchy and lighting stuff on fire. They're also tech-savvy. Since the first white supremacist sites went online, people have been trying to take them down, figure out people's passwords, and dox them," says Stanislav Vysotsky, a sociologist and criminologist at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Later on, it became DDoS attacks. Anonymous and spin-off groups like Lulz Financial certainly seem to be on Team Antifa, doxing scores of far-right agitators. This is false. Anonymous is an idea that supports no political party nor ideology. Anonymous was born out of the idea of freedom for all and transparency for all. Any persons wearing a Guy Fawkes mask at these events is corrupting the very message of Anonymous. Anonymous will not stand with the ideology that uses physical violence to silence their opposition. Anonymous will not condone an ideology that is at its very core fascist in nature. The combination of red and black flags that can be seen at these types of events do not represent Anonymous, and are actually symbols of anarchists, communists, and sometimes the combined group known as anarcho-communist or anarcho-syndicalist. You might say to yourself that Anonymous is in fact an anarchist group since we do not follow any government arm or ideology, and that because we are anarchist we must support this group. However, you would be wrong. Anonymous was born on the idea of conquering evil leaders, governments, and corruption. In ways that do not hurt the general public. In ways that wake the masses to the corruption they face. When Anonymous hacked the KKK, they did it through nonviolent means, in which only they themselves were put at risk. They exposed these people for who they truly were and brought transparency to the world. These people put their lives at risk to expose some of the corruption that was rooted so deep in the political systems that control us all. They did not tear down average people's livelihoods. They did not attack innocent people with weapons, or throw rocks at innocent people and police and try to burn down buildings. This is a call to all fellow Anonymous, to condemn the nature of these riots and rioters. We must draw a clear line in the sand between us and the fascist movement known as ANTIFA, lest the movement we fight for be ripped away from us and forgotten. Do not let them destroy the idea that Anonymous stands for. Do not let these terrorists take away our children's future. Do not let them push our country into a state of civil war, or worse, martial law. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Expect us.
None of you stop me yet. None of you. You allow the anarcho-communists to come in and destroy your school. And then you allow the police to come in to stop them. Then you allow the cops to come in and shoot at students. All because you want to keep a gay man from talking. You fucking shut down free speech. And this used to be a fucking school. This is a school. Latino and an immigrant. And I'm a fucking, and I'm parents of a refugee. You can suck my cock. You can suck my cock. You're a fucking bitch too. Because you allow fucking people to burn down your school. You allow people to burn down your school. You people suck. Nothing but cowards. Cowardly people. Cowards.
You're the fucking coward disowning your own people!
You needed to use violence to shut me up and you still can't.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it?
You lost it. No one's gonna do anything about it.
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Yeah!
Bleed, Nazi, bleed! 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 I'm sorry, right here. Back up! Back up! Back up! It's crazy.
I voted for Trump. We're gonna make America great again.
This isn't right. AK-47,
Put the cops in piggy heaven!
Stay tight! Stay tight! Antifa.